Hi, and welcome. My name is Stephanie Essex. I'm an early childhood mental health consultant at the Florida Center for Early Childhood, and I'd like to talk to you today about our new normal. Before we get started, though, I would like us to take a mindful moment together. So if you could close your eyes and take a deep breath in and then breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you open your eyes, I just want you to think about how you're feeling. Did you hear anything going on around you while you were breathing? Did you smell anything? Were you aware of what you were thinking about? It's really important that we can take some mindful moments throughout the day. It helps us to feel more calm, which makes it easier to be with your child, maybe take on some of the challenges that come throughout the day. So I'm going to start the presentation, our new normal. So what has changed? Well, everything's changed. You are now your child's teacher, coach, counselor, mentor, their OT, their PT. Plus, a lot of you are still working, and that's a lot to juggle all at once. So, how do we find balance in all of this? Well, a couple of things to consider first. Without self care, we cannot stay healthy enough to maintain a positive relationship with our child. And having a healthy relationship with your child is the most important thing. So, how do we manage this new normal, maintain our self care, and continue to have a healthy relationship with our child? So, currently, our world is turned upside down, and there's a lot of fear and anxiety for us and for our children. And the one thing that truly stays constant in the relationship you have with your child is you. Maintaining that relationship might feel really challenging right now, especially since you and your child are together all the time. Often we see more challenging behaviors that can make us feel even more stressed than we already are. The truth is, children thrive off of schedules and routines, and big changes can be very difficult and can create a lot of anxiety and stress for children. Your child loves you and wants to be with you, and that can come with some challenges too. You're trying to work and encourage them to do schoolwork or play quietly, and that doesn't always happen. All of a sudden, there's crying, screaming, clinginess, maybe some defiance. And believe it or not, children show their feelings in ways that we do not always understand. This can be your child's way of saying, I'm scared or frustrated, or I miss you and I need comfort. During these times, we have to try our best to be calm and recognize that our child needs us to be strong and kind and help them express feelings and self regulate. So, you're wearing many hats and feeling the stress of the ever changing world, and you wonder, what else can I do to help me and my child continue to maintain a healthy relationship? Well, one thing we naturally do as adults is that we have routines that we follow that help us to keep us on track every day. These routines make us feel secure, we know what to expect from our day, even if it's just making the bed or having coffee before we have breakfast. So don't be surprised when I tell you that children also thrive when they have routines. It helps them, it helps you, it reduces stress and increases self esteem. These schedules and routines are important because they help our children know what will or will not happen next. During this uncertain time, it's easy to see how important this is. So, schedules are something that we as adults create to help our children to be successful. It can be a daily schedule, a time schedule, or even an activity. And routines are the physical execution of the schedule that our children get used to over a period of time. So, in order to help you and your child having consistent routines are really important. Why do you ask? Well, consistency gives your child a feeling of security. Inconsistency makes children feel anxious. It helps children learn important skills such as self-soothing and how to form positive relationships. And it also helps parents to incorporate positive reinforcement throughout the day. So there are a few ways to begin to build routines. If the child's, you know, 1 to 5, then making the schedule and presenting it might be the best option. Children that are a little older could definitely participate in creating the schedule, which can increase the chance of participation and it can also boost their self-esteem. Currently, being at home with your child all day might feel a little chaotic. So a daily schedule may be the best way to help both of you. Most children are visual and therefore having a visual schedule can be a good first step. Now, this can be a little time consuming, but also extremely helpful. If you can't print out pictures, then draw them. Ask your child to help. Then introduce it to the child and help them learn the routine through repetition. Consistency is the key to success. So there are other ways. Um, so some things to think about. A few things to remember. Don't make the schedule too complicated. Keep it simple and easy to follow. Also, don't make it too long, usually 10 steps or less. You can break up the schedule into pieces to help you both. It could be a morning schedule, afternoon schedule, it can be an after school schedule, or even a bedtime schedule. And placement is important. Place it where it's readily available for your child, like on the refrigerator, the back of their door, or maybe in their school space that you have set up in your home. So now I wanted to talk about self-care a little bit. And this is a term that gets thrown around a lot, and often we have a hard time making self-care work. We never have time or money or space, or we just don't think it's that important. Well, there are some things that are within our reach that we can do for a few minutes a day to help us care for our minds and our bodies. It might be 5 minutes of yoga, or it could be going for a walk, even taking time to stretch. The more care we put into ourselves, the better we can be for our child. So there are other ways, important ways that we can care for our well-being. One way is to stay connected to other people, whether it's through Zoom or Skype or even Facebook. Staying connected keeps us from feeling isolated. It gives us the opportunity to express ourselves and talk to others about what's happening in our lives. Setting boundaries is another important way that we can have great self-care. Talk to your partner or family about what you need in order to be successful with your children. Also, going outside and getting some fresh air and setting time aside for yourself is extremely important. A very simple way to get a few minutes a day relates back to where we started with taking a few mindful moments a day. So I'd like to end this presentation with another mindful moment. So if you'll close your eyes and take a deep breath in and breathe out. In and out. And as you open your eyes, think about all of the ways that you take care of yourself already and new ways that you can start helping you feel more calm and present to help that relationship with your child. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I will see you again soon.